Guys, we're back with this amazing conversation. Before we took a break, Rob was telling us, or rather the couple was telling us how in 2018 they were told they were not ready for, getting married. So now we left the story at 2019 when they got married. So we know that before even getting married, there's all this. Rob has told us about the proposal, which was amazing. So now you shift gear and enter into the serious part of things, where the parents now have to sit down together and agree, these are our terms, this is what our community does, this is what you have to bring. So we call it the Ruracio in Kikuyu. I don't know what it's called in any other language, or maybe it's the dowry process in English. So guys, please take us through that process for you guys. How was it? Was it easy? Were things falling in place? Like, were the parents in agreement and stuff like that?
I think, as Rob has mentioned, that my mom is a very easy person, honestly. Like, I think now, after we started planning, like when the first visit will be, when the Ruracio will be, and things like that, like the overarching message that the two of us were telling our parents is that musitusumbue, juu mukitusumbua tutaelope. I told my mom, like, usisumbue awatu, like, I think, you see, what we're mostly used to with Ruracios and everything, like, it's extravagant. Utakuja uitishe. There's a family friend of ours, actually, it was an M+ or 2 M+.
What are those?
$1 million+.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I was asked a lot of money.
Wow.
And kumbe the girl was the girl's dad. Kumbe wanted that money to atiku campaign, kutumia campaign elections. Now by there alishindwa. Because you can't do such things, like, that was so dishonest. So, as in, I think for us, we just wanted, and for me, I was very specific with my family, with my mom, that msisumbue watu, and that's exactly what happened.
Wow.
Like, they didn't sumbua them. My mom, I really thank God for my mom, honestly, because she told Akina Rob's family, you just guys do the way you guys do it in your tradition. Just do it. We have no number, we have no... just bring
we have
it.
No list.
We have no list. Just come. And it's the same thing.
That is amazing.
I really, really thank God.
There was only one person who
harassed everybody.
Including the mom.
My mother, my uncle.
Yes, uncles are like that.
My dad's brother. Now you see, again, with the whole thing, what my dad said. So when we were planning the Ruracio, I had gone to my dad's closest friends, my dad's relatives and all that. And, they said they won't participate in the wedding or the Ruracio because I went against what my dad said. And I found that so petty. Yani, as in, this person has died. And you are the same people who would call yourself my dad's friends. You'd be like, even the person who used to, like, take my dad to hospital, like, his closest friends refused to participate in the Ruracio. To the very end until the wedding. They refused because of that. And I was like, that's just, it's for lack of a better word, bondage. Because it's bondage because you don't want to open yourself up to how life is changing and how times are changing and things like that. So it was a blessing in disguise that they weren't there, because if they were there, maybe they'd have made everything worse. Yeah, but my mom just said, like, you guys come with whatever you come. So we come with. Now, on the day of the Ruracio, my dad's brother, who unfortunately is passed, he wasn't a nice person. And so they were, my family squabbles. We were having family squabbles. But out of the kindness of our hearts, we decided, let's just invite him. So he came and everything. On my mom's heart, actually. Not
kila mtu mwingine alikuwa ameshasema
people had said no.
And everyone was like, it's okay for him not to be there. but you see, that's how us young people think.
Yeah.
For that generation, they're like, no,
Yeah, he has to
it
be
ni
there.
laana
But
if we
he's
don't
not
get
there.
him there.
Things like that.
Even if we do not agree on some things,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
He has to be there.
Yeah.
So
He really. So their plan was like they had like there's this joke now when this case came, like they had baskets and baskets of fish. So wase kwetu shagwa akisema watu wajaiona fish hivyo mob Nyeri. So much fish. Like, so they had jipanga, they had envelopes for people, they had envelopes for my mom, my uncle, the auntie I was named after, that's my dad's sister. Like they really had panga themselves vizuri. But now coming, my uncle aliingia kwa hiyo room, he just overturned everything. He didn't want my mom to be appreciated. He didn't want, like, as in, it's just that chauvinistic mindset of is I don't like it. And you see now, he, like, Rob's parents had planned on giving him an envelope. But si alijiaribia. Now you see, because
the envelope ilikuwa na dope.
Ilikuwa na
It had the
dope.
most money, by the way.
Yeah.
But because
akakam,
because he came with the demands, other demands,
yeah,
tulitoa doctor kwa hiyo envelope kusort hizo demands, because now we were like, it's we don't have any more money.
Yeah.
So let's just ajue about hii envelope. Alijaribia.
He brought those traditional stuff.
Yeah, he brought all those traditional things. And my mom, and now you see, now what ended up there was a balance. You know, my mom the following day called Rob's mom. I'm like, we are done.
No, on the day
when we were going back to Nairobi. She was like, at balance. Oh,
but see, in Kikuyu they say that the dowry process,
my mom
the Ruracio never ends.
My mom said we are done.
Hey, mother alisema azi.
Alisema,
I'm not selling my daughter.
Yeah.
So aliambia madhangu, I'm not selling my daughter.
Yeah.
Tumemalizana.
We are done.
Hii ilikuanga ya nyimkam mu appreciate. It wasn't about selling.
To be honest, me, I am of the opinion that we need to end this culture.
Yeah.
This culture of people sitting down to discuss women like their property like their gods.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to give me 30 cows for my daughter. Like, how
she
can you compare your
it
daughter
was
with 30 cows?
With 30 cows.
You know, not even that. Like, the things that they say, CG, you have to give lessons to the aunties and things like that. You can appreciate somebody, but why am I giving you? Tell me the logic behind why I'm doing what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people, I think what I loved, what my mom said, to her it was like an appreciation.
Yeah.
So even the amount didn't matter.
The amount does not
and then
matter.
you see, Akina Rob went above and beyond.
Yeah.
They went above and beyond. Yeah.
And I was having this conversation with the couple that we hosted in season 5, and he was saying that it is not upon anyone to tell me the amount of value I put on my wife.
Yeah.
You can't tell me your value that you've put on her is 600,000. You can't. It's upon me to show you how much I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
So if even I appreciate you, because like, you can tell me your value is 600,000, but I wanted to come with $1 million. So me, I want to appreciate you with $1 million. You're telling me 600,000. So I get that leads me to my next question. What is your thought about this process, the dowry process, and the whole culture around it? What is your opinion?
I think you'd say because you're the one who was giving us money.
Yeah, me, I think the idea is a good idea.
Yeah.
The execution is horrible.
Yeah.
Because the idea is actually for families to get to know each other.
Yes.
For the families to appreciate each other, because also Kinawasho came to our place as well, and they came with gifts and shopping and things like that. You know, so it was like like the same way, like if me, I'm coming to your house, sikukuambia, hey Danji, when I come mi nataka chapo, ukwe tu umepika tu chapo. Kama hakuna chapo, mi siwezi kama. Kukwe na chapo, kukwe na chai fiti. Mi upendanga peanut butter kwa bread yangu. Unajua, I don't tell you that. I just come and you receive me the way you want.
That's true, yeah.
the way you are able, as well as the way you would. And minda you appreciate to whichever way it is. So like, and that's how I feel like it should be. It should be like me, like I really love the kufunikwa, and then you play that game.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask that.
Those ones are fun.
It's so fun.
How was it? Did you get it right?
I gave him
they what they did.
Not even that. My auntie, I love one of my aunties so much. She's like, umwambie. Make sure umemwambia.
You know, walikuvalisha a different color from everyone else. Walimvalisha yaka orange yellow.
Your aunties didn't want to get money.
No.
You know, they do. In other places, the aunties are the ones who want you to fail.
So
because anytime you pick the wrong girl, you are charged a fine for picking the wrong one.
I think I generally appreciate my family because they are not money minded.
That's good.
People are not money minded. Okay, I think one side of my family is not money minded. The other one, I don't know, but the ones who are actively there, they are not money minded.
My wife had to literally pour a whole bottle of cologne on herself
so that you can smell her.
And her aunties walikuwa wataka ni fail bana. So they're even saying what overlishole so same so that he does not know. But by the time she was coming towards me, nikajua you're ni Invicta. I was so convinced.
That's smart. That's very smart.
Because we knew ilikuwa fallback plan. If in case someone tries to play a trick on us, hakuna vile utatoa cologne from her clothes, you know.
That's very smart.
But that is usually fun. I feel like it's usually like an icebreaker. It breaks the whole tension thing.
And then people laugh, people are joking around with you. Hata MC venye anasema ati hebu ita best man wako akusaidia. You know, like those things are fun.
And then unamwangalia height.
And you know it's only in African culture that we do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like ukienda majuu hakuna vitu kama
hizo. You don't have such things.
In other words, like our weddings are fun. I think ni sisi na Wahindi ndio si have fun. Juu Wahindi hata wanachapanga ka 7 days.
Pure party.
Bash. You know, so like but like I think such things we should preserve. You know, like the fun aspect of it, the having fun in events. The only thing that we should change is negotiation. Why are we negotiating? I should come and give you an appreciation. Nikwambie manze, thank you for like all the things that you've done. Manze umeraise mtoi poa, nini shika. Unajua, na pia kutu welcome kwa nyumba yako, ndio hii. Alafu pia ukikam pia unakam unaduka shopping unaleta. You know, like yani it's a family thing. It should be like we are now family. We've facilitated a new family being constructed, you know, so it's a beautiful thing, you know. So like now, even us guys are so close, like even when Shosho Washwali pass, my whole family went to Nyeri, you know, like us guys, we support each other like that, you know. Like when something happens on our end, akina madha wa show na aunties wake watakam, you know, and stuff like that.
And they talk to each other, things like that. Like,
and you see, that's one thing that's it's very powerful because you've gained friends, you've gained a new family member. Like now you guys are united in such a
and you see this thing is for life.
So
mkikuanza kukosana on day one, how are you going to walk the whole journey together?
Because you see, even if you mistreat, like let's say your guys, your future husbands, they mistreat you, you know the woman is going to that family. What if the mom and the aunties remember when you are stressed?
They
mistreat
That's
you.
true. And you know your daughter is going there, but
she's going there. Mnachoma too, you know.
Because people don't forget how they were made. You can forget whatever was said, whatever was, you know, done, but you can't forget how someone made you feel. So nasema msichana watu wao walitufanyia nini? Ingia jikoni wewe osha vyombo.
You know, and you know she can't now say anything. Because sasa hii alisha nunuliwa.
I hate that.
Dawari sililipa. Sinililipa mahari. then you have to do what I say. You know,
And I see
and
that's
things like
how
that.
now some guys end up taking advantage of such things.
Exactly.
Like the process felt so much like a transaction until now you can't even help your wife in the house. Si nilikununua. Watu wengi waliitisha pesa fulani.
Unajua venye kwa stress.
Washa hizo vyombo. You know she's pregnant, you're just telling her, hey, pika. Ati sipendi harufu ya kitunguu, ita watu wenye wakupikie.
Yeah, but it needs to.
It needs to change.
It's how it's done.
Yes.
How it's done.
That
The
needs to
execution
change.
part is the problem.
Yeah.
The appreciation
the
is
culture
fine.
is wonderful.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good.
And even for meeting people, like ka venye tuliishia kwao, nilimit wasee wenye aya na kujua from elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because like there's a like, is it a family friend ama a relative mwenye aliwork na bro wangu and she saw me, she's like, ni wewe, ni Rob. You know, and now you start connecting. You're like, kumbe I know you from here and nini. You know, so like it's such a beautiful place for relationship. But we spoil it with the negotiations and
yeah. Let me ask you guys, and this is just maybe briefly. The Ruracio was the African kind of way of wedding. Hawakuwa na church wedding and all that. They believe that once you have the blessings of your parents and you know people prayed and you're united, you're married. Like even now I think the law recognizes that as marriage.
Yeah.
What then is the need for a white wedding?
There's no need.